this is Neil with the Superman Super Site, and I'm here with another unboxing video. Item we'll be looking at today is actually three separate collectibles from our good friends at Funko, who were kind enough to send us over three Superman-themed vinyl pop figures from their extremely popular line of collectibles. And the figures are each based on Superman in three different forms. And let's see a little bit more of what I mean by that as soon as we get into the box here, which you can see is right here. And let's go ahead and get this open and take a look at what they have sent to us. Okay, so the first figure that we have right out of the box is Superman in his black regeneration suit here, complete with beard and that iconic black costume, which this one is actually based off of the Man of Steel's appearance in a storyline in the comics. I do apologize because just off the top of my head, I cannot remember the exact issue that this is from, but I do remember the character being featured with the beard there, and also you can see his belt has a unique S right there. But this is the first figure out of the box, and it's got the Funko original label right there. Very well packaged, standard size figure. Of course, has an image of the character on the back there, and on top, peeking over the top. And then, of course, on this side as well. And just a great figure, as are all of Funko's figures. And really great to see the Superman figures that they continue to put out. So many they've put out over the years, and this is the first of a few that they sent to us here. But again, Superman in the black outfit there. Very nice addition to the Superman line of Funko figures. So let's go ahead and move on to the next figure here. Okay, next up we have the latest Superman, David Corenswet, as the Man of Steel from the new movie from director James Gunn. And this is a battle damaged version of Superman. As you can see, he's got dirt over his eye there, on his cheek. His costume is scuffed up a little bit. And again, we have the artwork showing that same dirt and crud that he's accumulated from his fight that he's recently had with, in the movie, I'm trying to remember, I believe this is when he fights the kaiju, the giant monster that you saw in the trailers. So not offering any spoilers there, that was in the trailer, in case you haven't seen the movie yet. And then we have additional artwork on the back, have that new design of the iconic S logo there from the movie. And just like on the other one, peeking over the top, and then a full look at the figure there. But another nice addition to the Superman line of pop vinyl figures. And again, you do have the Funko label there. So another great figure is part of the Funko line. But let's move on to the last figure here, which is a little bit bigger and a little bit more detailed as well. Okay, our last figure here is based on Superman the movie. As you can see right here at the bottom, you have the Christopher Reeve version of Superman changing from Clark Kent into the Man of Steel in the phone booth there. And yes, he did not change in a phone booth in any of the movies until Superman 4. And the scene in the first movie was actually in a revolving door. As everybody will remember, the phone booth he walked up to was just a wall-mounted one, which would not do the trick. But this is more of an homage to Chris in the original movies, and the phone booth just tying into the lore of Superman as being a spot that he was notorious and is still notorious for changing from Clark into Superman. So hence the reason why we've got a mashup here of Chris from the movie and a phone booth from the history of the character. But very nicely detailed there with the phone booth. Of course, you have the famous shirt rip there showing the S logo, Superman the movie down here. and Superman at the top there. On the back, we have the figure showcased as well right there. And then you have the other three figures in the collection. Marlon Brando as Jor-El, Margot Kidder as Lois Lane, and the late Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. I should say also the late Margot Kidder and the late Marlon Brando, and sadly the late Christopher Reeve. And then in the sides here, you can see a little bit more into the phone booth there. But very nicely packaged. This is a plus size collectible figure. As you can see, it's about 3 times the size as the other two that I previously showcased. But another wonderful addition to Funko's line of Superman pop vinyl figures. So just want to say thank you to Funko for providing us these figures for this unboxing review. Each of these is available online. These are awesome additions to anyone's Superman collection or anyone that collects Funko figures in general. With that said, y'all stay super.